With us now, George Will, NewsNation senior political contributor, Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist. Mr. Will, good to see you as always. When will the Washington political establishment and the media at all realize that the usual political rules do not apply to Donald Trump?
Soon or never. They'll see soon if they don't really apply to him, and we'll see what happens after that. What Mr. Trump is doing now is applying the Silicon Valley maxim that we've heard over and over again: move fast and break things. The country, in a sense, voted to break things. They say we don't like the status quo on immigration, on inflation, on trade, all the rest. Whether or not he's actually breaking things, Leland, remains to be seen, because everything he's done at the moment is either being challenged in court or about to be challenged in Congress, or both. So he's really in about the second inning of a 9-inning game here. So it's a little early to say who's going to learn what about this.
I will put you down as skeptical. That said, the issue of consumer confidence, what's happening with the stock market, does not seem to affect his popularity. I hypothesize that is because there are other things that he is doing much more culturally than economically that people like and makes them feel empowered, and somehow he is the revenge of their aggrieved senses.
He is, and always has been, Leland, a showman with an acute sense of his audience. And he knows that what the audience wants is action, and he's giving them action. He thinks the country voted for disruption, and he's giving them that. The question is, when the dust settles, will there be anything more but dust? Clearly, he is challenging the status quo, and that's exactly what they want.
That is what they want. A fascinating report just came out from Axios that the Trump administration is discussing a surprising option to help fulfill his campaign trail promises, allowing the richest Americans' tax rates to rise in return for cutting taxes on tips. Good trade? Yes,
it's subject to abuse, Leland, because all kinds of people, if there are no taxes on tips, they're going to get all kinds of work done, rechristened as tips. We'll see. Just the other day, Mr. Lutnick, the Secretary of Commerce, said Mr. Trump wants to abolish all taxes, not just the income tax, but all taxes on people earning less than $150,000. That would mean that only about 7% of the American people would pay taxes. Progressives are always saying we want the rich to pay their fair share. Mr. Trump, if he got that, would say the rich are going to pay everything. So we'll see about that. Again, that's a classic example of what Mr. Trump's promising, because it all depends on eventually the House Ways and Means and the Senate Finance Committee agreeing to it. Until that happens, it's a hypothetical.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.